I've always felt safe at funerals. I think for me, discovering a place where my grief was accepted was really beautiful. I started singing at funerals in my early 20s, and by then I don't really believe I realized how much grief, how much grieving I had to do, and how much grieving I had suppressed. And just, the act of honoring people, other people's loved ones really helped me. I've never really found a place outside of funerals where grieving and grief was safe. Except for Leonard. Leonard Cohen's music really feels like a safe place to be with all your emotions, to channel your grief, to express your deepest disappointment. Leonard was a master at creating a safe space to feel the deepest, darkest shadow emotions that we have. But for me, it gave me two places where I felt safe, feeling my grief. Funerals, and often I was singing at them, which compounds the power of being able to express the grief through song. And number two, singing on stage in a Leonard Cohen cover band. And it just, like his way of writing lyrics, he really concentrated the power of his lyrics. So they meant more. There was lots to untangle if you wanted to. You didn't have to. And so being able to read grief in songs like Famous Blue Raincoat and, the sheer disappointment that was expressed in the lyrics, like at the end, he says, and thanks for the trouble you took. Thanks for the trouble you took from our eyes. I thought it was there for good, so I never tried. Now you could read that as pure gratitude, but I see it and hear that as an expression of grief, like gratitude and grief and just self-disappointment. And Elena was very familiar with those emotions, and being able to express, being conduit for someone of that emotional magnitude, like really, it was such a privilege. And people say that about lots of different singers and songwriters and poets, but for me, Leonard gave me a safe space to grieve. And most of his songs were dark and gloomy and full of despair, a bit confusing, but some of them were just beautiful and light. And he encompasses and he expresses the depths that I feel and the heights that I feel as well. Obviously, he expresses his heights a little bit different to me, and the way that I would connect with them. But there's always this distance in his songs. I'm thinking about Came So Far for Beauty. There's a distance. And I know that distance from not being able to express my grief, from not being able to find a safe place for the expression to feel comfortable. And so that song means a lot to me, even though it's about impressing a woman. A lot of the words express that story. That's one story. But I believe the song is about losing your core essence and being, and maybe his discomfort or strange relationship with fame, and the distance he has in other songs, like, and just the frankness of everything. His songs and his essence are just a comfortable space to be who you are. I really feel that.